It's that time of the week, boys. We're talking The Acolyte. Episode 6 just aired, and let me tell you, absolutely nothing happened. Nothing at all. Dude, one of our biggest critiques, the people that don't like Disney Star Wars, one of the biggest critique is every time we watch one of these shows, there's just no story to be told. They're stretching out a page, maybe a couple pages of story into 8 episodes because they have nothing. It's like last week's episode. We have a 25 minute episode roughly, give or take. This week we have a 28-minute episode, give or take. Why couldn't that just be one? Why couldn't this just be a 7-episode series, a 5-episode series? There's just nothing going on. Can anybody please, you in the back, can anybody tell me what in the hell happened this episode? Outside of just some boring dialogue, and I know this goes against everything I said about House of the Dragon, but House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, is actually well written, well thought out, well planned. There's an actual story being told. They have a goal. They have a team, and they're all focused on that shit. In this, what's going on? Maybe it's because I don't care about these silly, pointless, boring characters, and I'm just so zoned out looking at our Mr. Flamboyant Padawan Jedi, just bugged out at how this guy looks and sounds and acts. I mean, I don't mean to be. I'm fat, I got dad bod, dude. I'm not being judgmental, but when I think of a Jedi, I think of a badass mofo, not an overweight guy. And I got people on TikTok tell me, what does it matter if the Jedi is overweight? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? This guy, I'm going to school for IT. This is the kind of guy in this episode looks like, hey man, you're working at the Jedi Temple. You look like you're in the IT department. You look like a nerd dork like myself. We don't look like Jedi. And it takes you out of it. And that maybe I'm being silly, but I think that's the reason why I'm not, too focused on what these guys are talking about, what's going on. Like the dialogue between Osha and Darth Smiley with Soul and May and the Green Jedi, Leslie Headland's little girl toy, and then this flamboyant nerd dork that should be in the IT department. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. Maybe it's on me. Or maybe just nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. What, dude? In this episode, we had our first naked person in Star Wars. I thought this was for kids, so okay. We have a Soul sitting there, sulking, being so emotional, being just Luke Skywalker from The Last Jedi, just so down on himself, dude. You're a fucking Jedi master. Get your shit together, dude. I get it. You lost some buddies, but you're on a mission. I don't even know what your mission is at this point anymore. I really don't know, man. And this guy's a Jedi master. Isn't he supposed to just be on his shit and sense? I'm not a Star Wars lore king. I don't know everything about it, but good Lord, shouldn't he be able to tell this essentially untrained young lady is not who she's pretending to be? He has to depend on Roger Rabbit's fucking ass to tell him that this is not Osha. He's sitting there bitching and moaning about, why couldn't I have sensed Osha? This guy, this dark side, why couldn't I sense him? Dude, you can't even sense this scrub sitting next to you. How long did you train Osha? Isn't there some sort of fucking connection there? You didn't sense it? You don't know? You don't smell the singed hair? Nothing. There's no little, just things just throwing you off a little bit. Roger the fucking Rabbit's got to tell you. What happened this episode? Tell me in the comments, man. If I missed it, just get on me about it, dude. Outside of Osha just eyeballing the shit out of Darth Smiley, him bathing in a water and not even bathing, just hopping right out. Previous episode, we spend the whole runtime with these guys just trekking through the fucking forest. Might not have been last episode, the episode before. Going on a Lord of the Rings 2.0 trek through this planet to find Chewbacca's fucking wannabe ass. But in this episode, they cover ground and find the crime scene in about 2 minutes. One cut and they're there. This is my biggest critique of this show. Let's throw the bad writing out the window. Let's throw the bad acting. Let's throw just everything out the window. Condense this shit. Is it really necessary to stretch this out through 8 weeks? Make it a 5-part miniseries or a 5-episode miniseries, and let's get on with our day, dudes. Let's get on with it. It works for animation, sure. The filler episodes are a little fun here and there. Our heroes are going on different adventures. But with this shit, man, it's just lazy. It's just glaring story holes. A glaring hole of lack of story. They have no story to tell. I don't understand how this was greenlit. Said, yeah, this is a perfect series for 8 episodes. Minimize it, and maybe this shit won't seem so clunky and out of place and ill-paced. And man, I'm not a fucking director, but I don't even know. This shit should have been 5. This shouldn't have been a story to tell. And here's, okay, actually, time out. My next big critique, probably my biggest critique, is how long has this shit been going on for? About 3-4 episodes of Soul and what the fuck he did. We all know he had something to do with the witch lesbian sister, Space Sisters, just downfall. What did he do? Can you just fucking tell us? This episode almost ended on this shit again. Like, dude, just fucking tell us. Why is this being drug out? We know he had something to do with it. What is it? Why is this just being dangled above us? Like, it's fucking, we're like mouse and cheese or some shit, man. Just tell us. Just tell us. It's going to be like, fuck, I knew that. It's going to be his validation. We waited 4 episodes for him to say this shit. Now you're going to listen to me. I've waited a long time to tell you this. Well, bruh, fucking say it. Wasn't OSHA asking you about it? Jeez Louise, man. Jeez Louise. I don't know. This is Disney Star Wars. This is Disney Star Wars, dude. Happy 4th of July. You guys be safe out there. Enjoy the fireworks. Enjoy the time with your family. Drinking if you do so. Barbecuing. Have a good time. Be safe out there. America, baby. Best country in the world. Oh, yeah. Best country in the world. If you like this video, leave a like down below. Comment. Let me know your thoughts on episode 6 of the Acolyte. And if you're interested in future content, please subscribe. Deuces.